Good. So now solid modeling, select, move, scale, rotate, anchoring, spawning parts, changing colors, changing materials, and let's get to another thing. And these are shortcuts. Shortcuts, you may think they are not very important, but they are, because they save tons of time. As I said earlier, if I would know that shortcut of tutorial, I would save hours of my time. I didn't know it in my like first months. And when I started building, there weren't any tutorials or almost any. And also I was younger and it didn't come to my mind to just search it or to search these shortcuts. So first shortcut is R to rotate. Rotation. First letter of rotation is R to rotate. Good. Now T is like rotating to sides, basically. Let's call it that. You can see what it does. I apologize for my English, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. Next is CTRL plus D. At the same time, plus D, you press plus first CTRL then D. So press it, and you can see in the Explorer that there is union. And if we select it and move it, you can see we have duplicated it. Another way how to duplicate is by right clicking on the union, and when you move up here, you can duplicate here also. Similar thing to duplicating is copying. It's CTRL plus C. When you press it, it doesn't duplicate instantly, but you need to press CTR plus V to insert. Now this is useful when moving things to other places. So with CTRD you cannot move this to other place, but with CTRC and CTRV as inserting, you can move it. Again, this would save tons of my time in the early stages of my building. Next, what comes up my mind? My mind is plethora of knowledge at this point in building. Yes, what I wanted to mention is that you can actually negate by right clicking and separating. You see, you don't have to go here, but you can just right click and negate it, which is also a shortcut when we take it that way, because it can save half of your second, and it is also shortcut. What is also, yes, when you right click you see also all the or most of the shortcuts. If you forget something like duplications, the deletion is just del. Yes, almost everywhere. Copy, cut, paste. Cut is cut everywhere, but cut everywhere. You can also paste at the original location, so the location where you took it from. And this is like CTRL Shift plus V. I don't know why shortcut is not here. You basically in the Explorer. We will explain Explorer and properties more in depth in the next video. You can paste directly the union into under the other union. We will explain what it means later. And I think these are most important shortcuts. Of course there are some more, but these are what I use on the daily basis. Oh, I almost forgot. Alright, let's spawn part. So if we scale it a little bit, let's say we are building some houses and we need to move walls. So instead of moving them to sides like this, if we press CTRL, we move them to the side at the same time. This also applies moving them to all sides, basically. Not all sides, but all directions, you see. So this is also very important, and also it applies to descaling. And also, if you want to scale at all sides, it's not very so precise, this scaling, but it also helps often. But if you want something very precise, you probably won't use it and scale it this way. But if you want to scale something quickly, you can use Shift and you basically scale to all sides at the same time. The problem is with this is that the position changes and everything, like it can mess up everything. So I use this, if I want to scale to all sides, I use this only 60% of times. And often when you like a lot of parts, if you scale a lot of parts like this, again shift and scale to what side you want, it can vary like, so that's why.